Water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, your vibes for the week ahead. You've got in the grip, okay? In the grip. Can you imagine life on the other side? A harmony of pure loving souls where there is no conflict, no pain, there's no duality or polarity, no secrets or healthy debates, no adversity, no challenges, no sex, no physical affection. Can you imagine an eternity there? Forever is a really long time. Our souls come here to earth to experience the polarity of earthly life. We pick the obstacles that become our personal challenges. On a soul level, we know we can overcome them. Whether in the grip of addiction, alcoholism, illness, struggles, or hardships, you can overcome. Every step in the right direction is a victory to be celebrated. So, again, addiction, alcoholism, illness, struggles, hardships. So your vibes for the week ahead, I can feel that some water signs are really dealing with some stuff. So it could be that, it could be stress in your life, money matters in your life, unhealthy coping mechanisms that you are kind of leaning on at this time because, you know, life has been lifey or whatever this could be for the water signs. Sometimes we have that. Sometimes we are going through a challenge. Now, sometimes we are weighed down by the challenges that our loved ones are going through. Okay, I have to say this. Not everyone's wrapped up in the grip, but your heart might be in a grip because you're worried about people in your life that are dealing with stuff that is kind of challenging and it's out of your hands. Okay, so what you have here as some what's going on, the Seven of Intentions, the honoring path. Wow, the honoring path. So this is about healthy boundaries. Okay, that person has achieved a certain level of lifestyle status, comfort, whatever this is, empowerment, even authenticity. And all those people down there don't make or break that person. She's not going to change herself depending on what they say or what they think. Okay, so water signs are dealing with some kind of struggle or hardship. The fact that this is here is telling me that you're doing it alone. You're dealing with it alone. You're keeping other people at a distance. Those hands can't even touch her. You know what I mean? I'm keeping you at a distance. I don't need your help. I don't want your help. I may not even share this information with you. And look at all the lights that are coming from her. She's glowing. I want to say that you're handling things very well. Everybody doesn't need to know your business. And when you need support and it's not there for you, that tells you a lot about the connections in your life. And that is also honoring to you and your path because you can adjust things as you see fit and decide to put relationships into perspective when they may be falling short of your expectation. I feel some people here like who need the support and it's not there. I have others here who are trying to clean up their finances and maybe they have a spouse or significant other or child or somebody else who's draining their finances on unhealthy spending, coping mechanisms, etc. I feel like you're trying to do better and be better and carve out those healthy boundaries around these kinds of issues in your home and your life and your family, or even within yourself. And I want to say that this is a process, and every time you make the right decision it's to be celebrated, man. It's a victory. So pat yourself on the back for every teeny tiny success, for every moment that you make it through, for every time you feel a little better. Make sure that you are the one who is praising your efforts, because when we're not feeling it or seeing it, it's easier to give up. It's easier to just lay down and fall down in the dumps and say, forget it, I'm not going to work on it, whatever. Now, what can help? Surrender to your soul's path. Your life journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. Wow. So, your soul's path, your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. So, these lessons are telling you something, okay? The lessons are telling you something about what could stand to be addressed in your life, about, you know, what areas to pull away from maybe and lean into something else, whatever. When we're having a whole heck of a lot of lessons and struggle and hardships and challenges that we're not integrating, then we keep having more resistance, more of the same. Okay, so Spirit is really calling the water signs to get clear about the problems in your life and how you want to solve them of your own accord and choosing. Okay, because when you are walking the path of others, or you've left your own path and you're like guiding someone else on theirs or taking care, cleaning up after them, whatever. I feel this here, water signs, whatever you're up to, it needs to be your own. This is yellow for a reason. Like other people's paths aren't yours. That's why I don't feel right. That's why it's not taking you to the great places that you expect that you want to go. Okay. You want to be happy. You want to be successful. You want to be free. How come I'm not all of these things? Because you're walking on Joe's path next to you, and that is not your path. Okay. So what is your path? And I understand that sometimes our paths are parallel, but we split throughout the day. We have our own free time, and spirit is calling you. Yeah, you've got obligations, responsibilities, duties, and roles of who you are in relation to other people in your life. But who the fuck are you when you're alone? You cease to exist. What do you do in those moments? I feel like that spirit is really putting things into perspective for the water signs this week so that you can make some real, true, stable changes for yourself with righteousness. Okay, so maybe you're under the weather or not feeling so good or having some kind of struggle and hardship, and your folks aren't quite there for you. I'm sorry, I don't want to say this. Maybe they are, but they think you can handle it. I don't know. But whatever the case is, I feel like this is going to be in your face for a reason, because otherwise you may not care to know. Okay, but it is important for you to put things into perspective so that you can retain your own empowerment to decide to function in whatever way is proper for you in your life. Okay, I feel like sometimes we can put a whole lot of a power in other people's hands because we care about them or care what they think about us. And spirit is saying that water signs, it's beneficial for you to take that power right back to yourself. Okay, this is what all of this is pushing you towards, is self-reliance, focus on you. I'm focusing on me and all the stuff I have going on because they're supposed to, because you've lost sight of yourself for so long, and because that still happens. Okay. Once you're feeling tip top and better and this stuff is behind you, are you going to go right back to the same old routine where you're giving too much of yourself and you're not showing up for yourself the same way that you show up for others? Integrate the lesson now. Watch and learn what you're learning. What is this teaching me? What do I need to know? What are the right answers? Okay, then do that. And once you successfully integrate those lessons and move through them properly, you can advance to the next level of your life without that kind of nonsense. But if you find yourself stuck in this loop, it's because there's more to learn and more to know before you can grow into that next space. Ace of Swords for a Cancer here. So the Ace of Swords is about our thought processes and mental energies. And as you can see, this person has the key in his hand and the lock is right up here. Okay, so I can decide to let that mind just to go, or I can decide if I'm going to plan and prepare in a positive way, right? Because we all want to, plan and project for the future. It is healthy to set goals and to be prepared for those things so that you can keep stepping on track. But sometimes we future trip. Sometimes we sit in our misery. Okay, I kind of feel like this is some kind of, I'm in my head space because I'm very angry about all of this stuff and the lack of support that I'm feeling from people and the way that things just aren't working out. And I feel like Cancer's allowing that headspace to just roll around. And I want to say to you this, now's the time. Now is the time to examine those darker thoughts and feelings and really feel them and let them show themselves to you. Okay, while you're dealing with this nonsense, you're in resonance with this frequency because it wants to be seen, honored, heard, and you're the person to do that. Okay, so get honest with your feelings. Don't shush yourself. Don't tell yourself you're too sensitive. Oh, just stop. Get over that. You're too sensitive. It shouldn't even matter to you, but it does. Okay, so don't shush yourself. Don't do that. Okay, allow yourself to be angry. Allow yourself to feel the unjust scenario or circumstance that you find yourself in, because as you're moving through this right now, you're releasing this all. Okay, so when you feel it, when you see it, when you let it and have its moment, and then it kind of has its moment, and now I'm not so mad and it's kind of over, and I guess I thought all I could think and I said all the things I could say in my mind about that and whatever this is, and allow it. Because if I feel like Cancer, you're going through challenging circumstances, maybe you are sick and your body's sick right now. Those kinds of frequencies are resonant with the denser energies, and as your body is detoxing and releasing, flushing out this sickness, you can flush these kinds of patterns out with it. Okay, so do it now. Do it now and let it see its way out. Take yourself a cleansing shower or bath, maybe with some Epsom salt or something like this, to really flush those patterns while you feel these feelings. Cry in the shower, be mad, whatever you want to do. Or if you're going to be angry beforehand, then take your shower and cleanse. Or you can do it all at the same time. I don't care what you're up to. Just allow it to happen. Because when we shush our feelings and we tell them to be quiet, and we tell ourselves we got to get over things like that, um, you pit yourself against yourself. It contradicts your soul. You know what I mean? Inside. So you have to have compassion for you. And if you feel a certain way, then damn straight, that's what it is. So feel it so that you can let that pattern go and open to new, fresh patterns that are not like that. Scorpio, you got major arcana card number 12, the Hanged Man. Okay, so check it out. I feel for Scorpio, a tiny bit of a different message, but take it as it resonates. Okay, the Hanged Man is never begrudging the weight. They are hanging on purpose, not on purpose. Okay, you may find yourself hanging, waiting, just in limbo in the balance, but okay, this is a pause. This is a nice restful period where I'm going to sit back and relax and see what the next thing is, see what happens, how this goes, how this unfolds, right? So Scorpio, I feel like maybe this is someone else who's in the grip, or maybe that's you. It's weighing heavily on your heart. These hardships, the struggles of your family, yourself, or others. Okay, I kind of feel for Scorpio, it's more so like others. Okay, but this Hanged Man is kind of like, just relax. You don't have to intervene. Okay, and if this is your struggle and stress, relax. You don't have to push the process or try to double down on something to circumvent this or that. It's about really just allowing yourself to move through whatever this downtime, this challenge is, or witness your friend, family member, coworker, whatever, going through some kind of struggle that's weighing on you. Can't help them. The honoring path, like these both have path on them, guys. The honoring path and surrender to your soul's path. Okay, so again, with the whose path are you on, I kind of feel like your path is good. Okay, and maybe others is weighing on you. So watch and wait and see, because you don't have to correct anyone else's path, Scorpio. You don't have to say, hey, you're on the wrong side. Maybe they are, but they have valuable lessons to learn while they walk on their own paths too. Okay, so I want to say to Scorpio, now's the time for pause, to watch and wait and move forward and see how things unfold, but not the time for you to take action or intervene. Okay, rest up, pull in, recuperate, all these things. And I feel like this will work itself out. Pisces, same message applies. In the grip, honoring path, surrender to your soul's path. Okay, you've got major arcana card number 16, the Tower. Kind of like Sagittarius had, right? Okay, but Pisces, look at this. I feel like something is collapsing. Okay, something is disintegrating or fading out of your life, and it's okay to do so. It's okay to pull in and pull back. And I want to say that whatever struggles you're going through I feel like it probably has to do with this. Okay, the struggles, the hardship, the challenge is so that you can start over fresh. Okay, but if you're not recognizing this kind of challenge, you're not going to make those changes that are necessary to get you into 100% healthier, brighter, more aligned spaces, right? So when the going gets tough, that's when we make the changes. So that's what I see here for Pisces. The 16, the Tower here, is that the universe is stepping in to make things very challenging for you in the areas in which you are exerting more effort and energy and emotion or finances than is healthy for you. So when you see the resistance in these areas, it's a good indication of where to start over, start fresh, or pull away from, if you will. I want to say to you also, though, Pisces, is that some of these things may be unexpected, things that are kind of off the table now. And I want to say it is so common and normal to grieve the loss of hopes and dreams. Okay, so I kind of feel like this could be one of those things where I had a hope that I was going to get that job, or I was talking to somebody and now we're not talking anymore. Whatever. I hoped that something was going to happen, but it fell through, and I'm crushed. I know it sounds stupid because I didn't have it in the first place, but I had the hope and I had the dream, and I'm crushed because I really felt like that was something positive for my future. So Pisces, I want to say to you that it's okay to mourn the loss of something that you have not had yet. Write those things out too. Spirit is encouraging all these patterns and emotions and mental threads to just be let go. If we know that we, need to close those chapters, or that they're not good for us any longer, it's okay to let it go. That is what I have to say to Pisces, is some partings or disconnections or things that are not brought to our lives, some of those things are sad. Some of them are painful. Some of them are disappointing or discouraging. But Spirit wants to say to you that you had a vision of that. Okay. And that's what you're discouraged is, oh, I had this vision. It would be great. Right. But Spirit knows the vision, and it would not have been great. It would not have been lived up to what your vision was. Now there's another vision that surpasses your own. And that is what is in the grand divine plan for you. But you have to continue walking on your path and hold that space and hope and believe that the next thing or the next best thing that is in alignment with you will come to you, and that this truly was a blessing, even if it was a letdown. Okay, that's what I feel for Pisces. And this could be now or 20 years from now. We can mourn a lot of things that we didn't missed out on, missed opportunities or relationships, connections, whatever. That's what I feel here. So Pisces and all the water signs. That is what I have for you guys. Thank you.